Hello everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. We have yet another Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. Here we are, let's get right into it. Before I do, big shout out to everybody with me in the live audience. We got Spacetime Jim saying let's get it. I'll answer your question a little bit, Spacetime Jim. Reverend Flashback saying hi Connor, nice to see you. Big thanks for the Zyber call. How are you doing? I'm doing great. And yeah, Zyber up over 30x. Congratulations to everybody who made some dough with that one. A little 30x banger for you. We got Nanook saying, hey Connor, indeed by the dip. Good call on the buy orders for INJ, up 150%. Great to hear that, Nanook. We got Jazzy. We got Make Money with Harry. What is going on? Make Money with Harry saying big up Connor to the crypto goat. Jazzy, let's get it, Crypto Empire fam. We got Rigoberto Chavez in the building. Let's get right into it, everybody, with our crypto market overview, and then we'll get into the charts and go over the trade ideas. All right, so looking at the market right now, shout out to Andrea. What's up, Andrea? How are you? We got GT Nuts as well, loaded in that HBAR. Morel Orel, Joel Barger, David W, and we got Dave with us. What's happening, everybody? Be sure to smash that like button as you're rolling into the live stream. Help boost up that YouTube algorithm. Now, looking at where we are at in the market, overall market cap $1.07 trillion. Bitcoin trading for $21,973, and Ethereum trading for $1,540. If we take a look at the gainers and losers on the day today, we are going to see a lot of layer 2s on Arbitrum doing well. And we got ARK, never heard of ARK. But Zigzag, of course, that's the exchange on the ZK Sync blockchain, up 47% on the day. We got the Camelot Grail token up 43%. Of course, I'm at Zyber. I don't own any Grail, and Zyber has smoked Grail in terms of price performance from the time that we all knew about it here at Crypto Empire. But regardless, another Arbitrum project doing well. We got Cellframe, the layer 1, up 42%. Serum, the DEX on Solana, up 40%. Synapse, that is a multi-chain bridge, if I'm not mistaken, up 34%. And a lot of things are doing well today. If we take a look at the losers on the day, not really a lot of losers, right? Biggest loser is 15%, biggest gainer is 72%. So market is quite bullish, if I do say so today. Shout out to everybody just tuning into the live stream right now. Be sure to smash up that like button as you're rolling into the stream. And if you are brand new to Crypto Empire, welcome. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any future videos or uploads. Now let's go over Bitcoin and talk about the TA, where it's going next, as well as Ethereum. So first things first, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin here on the daily price chart. And Bitcoin had that monster red candle on Thursday, right? We blew through all of the levels, and this was the pullback that, we were kind of somewhat expecting here, and it went 11.5%, right? So that's a good pullback. The biggest pullback before this one was 5%, right? This one over here, this was what, 5-6%? Yeah, 6% max. So we got a nice little 11% pullback right into this previous resistance area, right? This was all outlined on my live stream on Tuesday earlier on in the week, talking about those artificial intelligence coins. That was the day that everything was pumping, and I was saying just to wait for the pullback, and now we got that, all right? We got that pullback. Now notice we did clear all of these wicks on Bitcoin. We cleared all these wicks over here at 22,300 up to around 22,500. Right now, this is local resistance. All right, so Bitcoin needs to get back above this level if it wants to start marching to new highs. Now, let's not forget, we got to take a look at the economic calendar because we got some big stuff happening this week, such as the CPI, and that's going to greatly affect our price action. So if we take a look at our calendar on Forex Factor, we go to Crypto Calendar over here. And we can see on Tuesday, February 14th at 8:30 a.m., we have the US CPI. That is inflation numbers. All right, that's going to be big. Of course, we want inflation to come in lower so that the Fed can start, moving on from hiking interest rates. Regardless, we'll see what comes in. We'll see what the data says. The CPI is really the CPI anyway. It's all manufacturer numbers. right? It's not actually legit inflation numbers. It's just kind of used to control the markets. But regardless, as traders, as investors, we pay attention to the print, the CPI print. So most likely we're going to be quiet until Tuesday. I don't expect too much to happen. Maybe we do come deeper into this gray box area, right? This goes as low as around $21,000. So maybe we do make another quick deeper dip in before we start heading back up. Regardless, to me, this is a dip for buying. Okay, I think we do have some more upside here in the coming weeks throughout February and March in Q1 of 2023. We should get some more pumps, and I don't think that this is over just yet. So I'm still bullish bias, but I do understand that, you know, this pullback was appropriate and necessary for us to continue higher here. So that's Bitcoin, right? We got the healthy pullback right to the level that was outlined here at Crypto Empire on Tuesday at around $21,400. Now let's go ahead and if you look at this smaller time frames, right, on the 2 hour, not really a lot happening, kind of forming a nice rounding bottom, right? But it really needs to attack this resistance level. We can make this red now. Needs to attack this resistance and get back over it. Now, if we take a look at ETH, ETH is still stronger than Bitcoin. I'll show you what I mean by that. So Bitcoin cleared all of these lows, right? Bitcoin cleared all of these lows and went, you know, kind of significantly lower than ETH. All ETH did was flush the lows, right? Flush the low over here with this wick, and now it's starting to head up a little bit higher. When this happened, I did actually go long on a scalp over here, but the entry was at 1512. As you can see here in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, right? 1512 entry, just looking for a little, you know, 2 to 4% move on a scalp. Already took some profits from that one. So, you know, we're banging it over there in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord. If you're not inside and you do want to join, I have some promising news for you. Because it is February. February is a great month. One reason why February is a great month is it's Valentine's Day. Reason number two is that it's also the month where my birthday is, the day after Valentine's Day. So we're going to do a little Valentine's Day special for the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. If you want to find out more information about that, it's all on my website, cryptoempireco.io. There is no information about the Crypto Empire Valentine's Day / Connor birthday special just yet. I will release that information as it does get closer to the day, but just know this website would load. What's going on over here? All right, this thing is not loading. 1 second. That's odd. Can you guys all see and hear me? All right, here we go. So if you go to my website real quick, and then we'll resume the live stream. This is taking forever to load. I don't know why. Anyways, let's take a look at ETH while that loads. It's annoying. So ETH never cleared. It did clear the bottom here. It wicked through. All right, it is stronger than Bitcoin. Bitcoin totally breached these support levels, and it was like down here to the equivalent on ETH. It would be like at 1425. ETH is stronger. Expecting ETH to at least get back up here and test around the 1550 level, maybe as high as 1570. But, you know, it does need to get through this little supply area first. All right. So that's why we already locked in some profits and moved the stop loss up. Anyways, this website finally loaded. So yeah, we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day and birthday special. The lifetime will never be discounted, right? That price will only go up. So get it while you can if you want to join for life. Most likely it's only going to be a 12-month discount, right? It's already, you know, 30% off equivalent to buying the monthly, but we'll do a little Valentine's Day banger special for the 12 months. So if you want to join, just wait until then and you'll get a great deal. Yeah, regardless, let's go ahead and move on to our Twitter wisdom. So we're going to be looking at GCR today for Twitter wisdom. GCR, if you don't know him, he is an OG crypto altcoin trader, been around for a very long time, has a very high success rate in terms of his calls. A lot of people say he's the reason that we experienced that market bottom to start the year in 2023. Regardless, he is somebody to listen to in a world of people that you shouldn't, you know, pay attention to on crypto Twitter, you know, because 99% of the accounts on crypto Twitter are just straight up garbage, but GCR is not one of those. Anyways, he's saying, enjoy these market conditions. This was on February 7th. Enjoy these market conditions while they last and try to make the most of it. The 2019 Echo bubble sustained for 48 days from the 6K reclaim to top. Fractals are of limited value as each cycle is unique, but the altcoin rotations are getting increasingly cynical and greedy. He then goes on to say, although risk assets have rallied for weeks, total market cap for altcoins has been flat since January 20th, demonstrating a lack of renewed retail bid. Capital is shifting from one narrative to the next without any underlying belief you would see in a true bull market. It's an echo bubble. To illustrate that point, I'm going to take a look at the total 2 and the total 3 altcoin charts showing the altcoin market caps, and we'll look on the daily over here. So what he was saying is essentially from January 20th, we have not gained any money in the altcoin market cap. All these pumps that we're seeing, whether it's the AI coins all going wild or the ZK roll-up coins like MINA, Dusk, LRC, Loopring, whatever, all the narratives, it's literally just the same capital flowing to each different coin, pumping that sector of the market. We're not actually having any new money come into the crypto space right now. This is something that you should pay attention to. I still am in the camp that we bottomed out in November of 2022, that the bottom is in. Sorry to all of the crypto bears out there that think we're going to, make new lows at 12K. Most likely that's not going to happen. Of course, the market is always probabilities. So there's a small probability that we'll make new lows, but it's probably not going to happen. There's like a 95% chance that probably won't. So sorry to all the bears out there watching this. But with that being said, we have not had any new money flowing into the market really since January 20th on this one big green day. As you can see from that nice big green candle, it's been relatively choppy. All right, and we're really we're right where that candle closed on January 20th in terms of the total 2 overall altcoin crypto market cap. So if we do want to see this kind of continue on, and also we broke a major trend line here, we broke structure on the daily, so it's not looking too great, but what we do want to see is we want to see more capital flow into the altcoin market, or we're going to be sideways and kind of see that really boring price action that we saw for a long time during that previous year in 2022 in the bear market, where everything is just sideways and dead basically. We probably still will have another one of those periods of time where everything is sideways and dead after this current kind of echo bubble cools off, but we do want to see the overall total 2 market cap get at least to around $700 billion up here. This is going to give a lot of fuel for a lot of altcoins to really pump super hard, and some narratives have not even started to take off yet, such as metaverse and Web3 gaming. So there is still time, I do believe, in this current echo bubble, but definitely something to note that according to GCR first stated it, there's no new money coming into the market right now. All the pumps that you see, right, you can take a look at some of these coins, right? This pump that you see on FET, the AI narrative, people just pumping it, right? All the artificial intelligence coins, GRT explosive pump here, it did 100% in like 5 days. Now it's cooling off, but all of this money is just being taken from other coins and basically put into these. And we know that because the total 2 has not increased in value at all for around 3 weeks now. So just understand that this is an echo bubble. Understand that you need to realize capital, realize your gains, realize your profits on active trades. But at the same time, in my opinion, we've bottomed out. So also get your investments in line for 2024 and 2025. Yeah, we might have a big kind of crash, but I don't think we go past those November of 2022 lows. So get your house in order, get your investments in line, understand what you want to buy for that next bull run, and start investing into them if you haven't already, because we got some great prices right now. It's going to be a very promising, bright future over 2023 and into 2024. So if you position yourself now, or if you're already positioned like we are at Crypto Empire, you're going to knock this one out of the park. let me go ahead and catch up with the live chat, and then we'll take a look at some alts. Smash up that like button as well, guys. Let's see. Mike B. Do you think we will make a slight lower low in the supposed Wyckoff accumulation? So Mike B, I'm not a Wyckoff guy. I never charted Wyckoff. I think it was last summer. It was actually 2021 in the summer when Bitcoin, we'll go look at that chart. Right over here with Bitcoin when it was holding 30K over here. Right, everybody on crypto Twitter and everybody on crypto YouTube when Bitcoin was here became a Wyckoff trader all of a sudden. Like at it overnight. Wyckoff. I don't trade Wyckoff. I don't chart Wyckoff. I don't pay attention to Wyckoff. So I can't answer that question, Mike B. Austin Craig saying, hello, brother from Berlin. Great show as always. Any thoughts on Oasis Rose considering new all-time high in the upcoming bull run? Can it hit $1 if possible? More price range. Gratitude in advance. Austin Craig, thank you for the support on the stream today. Now, Oasis Rose it's doing well, right? Oasis, I already have it open here. I wanted to talk about it. Right now, it's 7.9 cents. If you guys are subscribed with all bell notifications turned on, you would have seen my video earlier in the week, right? Basically saying that Oasis was about to rip it, and it ripped it, all right? And I also put the entry here in the Discord right before that video. So yet another reason of why you definitely should be in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord. If you want early access to everything that I say on YouTube, as well as a lot more benefits, it's all in that Discord. So yeah, Oasis Rose crushing it. Now if we look at this chart, so we got in over here on Monday, right before the takeoff. Literally the perfect entry. Now, it just made a higher high too, so things are looking very good. In terms of your question, can it hit $1? Yeah, that's kind of my target, $1. It certainly can hit $1. It's very possible. The thing with Oasis Rose is all the hot narratives in crypto, artificial intelligence, and the zero-knowledge roll-ups, it literally has both of those narratives incorporated, and it's a layer 1 blockchain. Right? It's a layer 1. They're building an entire ecosystem. They have private smart contracts. It's the only layer 1, if I'm not mistaken, that can actually process the zero-knowledge transactions at a consensus level. And it's artificial intelligence in the sense that it's working with Meta AI on their artificial intelligence fairness models. So it has so many narratives going for it, on top of the fact that it's already a blossoming layer 1, backed by some very big cryptocurrency venture capitalists that are throwing hundreds of millions of dollars at it to make sure that it grows and succeeds and builds a blossoming ecosystem. So Oasis Rose, in my opinion, is a future blue chip. It's still early. Of course, it would have been best, especially if you want to count your multiples on it, it would have been best to get it as low as possible. But right now, it's still under 8 cents. Right, my entry is around here at 5.5 cents. Bought a massive bag of this thing. Just going to sit on it for a while. But yeah, $1 certainly possible here. And I mean, yeah, this thing is a banger. It's a very, very solid project, future blue chip. I feel confident saying that, and I'm happy to be positioned in it. Already up like 40% or something, so 50%. So that's how we do it. That's how we do it at Crypto Empire. Smash up that like button. Let's see, Sarup Pandi asking for ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. Let's take a look at ICP. So ICP over here on the daily is still in Monday's price range. Got flushed out hard from that crash we had on Bitcoin and ETH. Right, came all the way back and tested that $5 level. It has rebounded quite nicely. Now trading for $5.58. But again, on ICP, let's zoom out first. Just kind of go over exactly what's happening on this chart. ICP has been in this bear market essentially since it launched. Right, this thing, it had a very predatory launch, you can call it, where they launched at the peak of the bull run over here, May of 2021, at like $200, and it was just a selling fest for basically 2 years straight. right? The early investors, team, advisors, whoever was in on this thing early, obviously just sold every coin they could get their hands on from their vesting. But the good news is now that it looks like it's over. It looks like this thing bottomed out over here at $3 from $250, $225. So yeah, a little bit of a predatory launch there, but hey, that's in the past, right? And most people have the memory of a goldfish, and you know they'll still like ICP. But anyway, it's got solid tech, so let's not throw too much shade at it. So if you look at ICP now, this was a beautiful ascending triangle or ascending pennant, right, with the horizontal resistance too. If anybody caught that, good trade, right? That's exactly what you look for. Ascending pennant explodes out of it. Now it just tested the Monday high here. That's today, so this thing is pumping today. Now pullbacks, you know, I wouldn't just say jump in now for a breakout. This is where you would look over here at 542. And that lines up very well with the 38.2 fib retracement. So this is your buy area on ICP if you're looking to ride this current wave. It can certainly be invalidated, but this is the spot on the chart at $5.42. Demand zone, support level, 38.2 fib retracement, everything lining up right there. Really, maybe we sweep the Monday low too, right? So the two options, wait for this demand zone or wait for a sweep of the Monday low, buy it around 540, 536, and then you should be good if the market continues bullish to start the week. After CPI, of course, I can't really recommend. I don't plan on holding my ETH trade through the CPI meeting. I want to close that and just take the money and then move on to the next one. So yeah, be careful entering new positions right before CPI. But ICP, you know, still looking good to continue this breakout. And targets are all here, right? You should be able to see them on my chart. $7, $9, $10.50, $12, all there. That's ICP. We got Steve Sabat, Trucker Steve, saying thanks for everything, Trucker. No problem, Steve. I appreciate your support, my man. Labradoodle in the house. What's happening, Labradoodle? Thoughts about 1 inch? Certainly we'll look at 1 inch Labradoodle. Always bring up the good coins that you know I've been looking at. So looking at 1 inch over here. Again, similar to ICP, where it's been in a major downtrend for a long time. And it just broke the downtrend line over here in January, on January 21st. Okay, so approximately 2-3 weeks ago, it officially snapped the bear market trend line. And it's been trying to push up a little bit higher. Now, the good news here is, you know, this thing had, in an uptrend, you'll notice this. You'll notice when something, this is a daily chart, okay? So you'll notice it had daily bearish divergence. But because the trend is now up, because the momentum is now to the upside and the bearish momentum has faded away and the sellers are exhausted, this bearish divergence results in very shallow pullbacks. Okay, this is quite bullish. So everybody trying to short, just remember the age-old quote. The trend is your friend until the very end. Do not trade against the trend, counter trend trade, unless you're going for super small scalp trades in and out. Because if you try to trade against the trend, you're probably going to get waxed. And I don't want to see that happen to you. So yeah, the bearish divergences, you know, they're playing out, but we're not seeing the sustained big drops like we were seeing all year long in 2022 from those daily bearish divergences, right? For the past year in 2022, every time we pumped, it would result in just a bigger dump. They flipped the script. They're buying the dips now, folks. So that's why the title of the stream or the thumbnail says, you know, buy the dip. Not financial advice though, but that's what we're doing over here. Anyways, back to 1 inch. If you look at where it is in price, this is previous support. Previous support over here, 55 cents, was used for months. This was the main support level actually in the bear market. And as you can see over here, when the FTX crash happened, that's when we lost that support level. Okay, look where we are now with current price. We're literally right in the middle of that little support zone in between my lines. Just so everybody can see it very crystal clear. Everybody should be paying attention right now. You want to make money and you're looking for a trade. Well, here you go. Right, this is the support area of the bear market. It was lost during the FTX crash collapse. Bottoms out over here at 38 cents. Pumps right back up to that level. You know, we're seeing a little bit of a battle between the bulls and the bears right at this major support resistance flip at 55 cents. But yeah, 1 inch still looking good to essentially pump higher. Right, this thing, when 1 inch gets going, it's one of those things where it's like HBAR, where it just like it's insane how fast it pumps, right? When 1 inch actually pumps, it looks like this. It looks like this. It goes straight up. It doesn't wait for you. So I do think that that is coming here. I think that's going to happen soon. So getting this thing around under 55 is good. As close to 50 as possible is best, but you know, 54.3 is definitely going to be a pretty good entry. Just sit on that, and your target levels, you have your first one over here at 85, up to around $1.07, and even at that point, you're approaching 100% gain on the trade. So yeah, 1 inch still looks very good to continue higher. Don't want to spend too much time on it. Something like that should serve you quite well. Don't overcomplicate it. Been talking about 1 inch for weeks now, and it hasn't really started to pump hard, but it will. We got Alphonse Melly saying, "What's up, brother? What do you think about ETH at the moment?" What's happening, Alphonse? So what do I think about ETH at the moment? Assuming you just joined the stream. So ETH at the moment, I'm in a long. Right, this long was posted in my Discord over here. We got in at 15.12, just waiting for it to break this resistance. Regardless, this is now a risk-free trade. So, yeah, what do I think about ETH? I think it has more upside here in the short term. Right here where these candles opened and closed at 1579, 1580 is kind of like my highest target for this little scalp. But, yeah, just kind of playing the weekend price action here. But anyways, yeah, join the Discord if you want all my thoughts about the trades and about ETH on the spot. We got Rick saying, "Good morning, Connor. Matrix AI Man, what's your thoughts?" So yeah, pumped hard with the AI narrative. I've known about Man since 2021. I never bought any, but I encountered it throughout my researching. And yeah, it's a little artificial intelligence play, very low market cap. This thing is always sub 10 mil market cap. Down 97% from the all-time high. You have to understand that this thing was like less than a penny in the bear market. Right over here was 0.006 cents for 8 months. So what do I think about it now? It could potentially get back up to $2 at its all-time high, but I'm going to let this one go personally. I would focus on the next coming narratives, which in my opinion, gaming is a big one to focus on. But yeah, Man, very bullish right now, but I'm going to let it go and just focus on the crypto gaming coins and catch these kinds of gains with those. What's happening, Adrian Kent? Charles Jordan says the potential for the removal of staking was only for centralized exchanges, not staking overall, correct? That is correct, Charles. The US's move to ban staking on centralized exchanges, it's a total joke, right? Staking is an on-chain activity. Staking is an on-chain activity, and you cannot stop it because a blockchain is uncensorable. So this is like just a desperation move by the SEC. It's very pathetic, and Gary Gensler is a twerp. But yeah, they're going to lose in the end, but they're doing what they can right now to try and save face and save their monopoly on basically, you know, the US dollar. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the future, but that's only for centralized exchanges. By the way, guys, we got half the likes of the current viewers, so smash up the like button right now. I appreciate your support. MGN on Arbitrum. I've never heard of that. MGM. Mugen Finance. Yeah, never heard of that one, man. A lot of projects on here. The only one that I'm into on Arbitrum is up here at number 4. That's ZyberSwap. ZyberSwap right now, $6.86. Not bad. Kyle, cover AGIX or Gala. Very demanding there, Kyle. Ask me politely and maybe I'll cover them. What's up, Smortgram? How are you? Ostia Craig, thank you, man. I haven't watched that video about Oasis Rose. It did bring up a good portion of knowledge and research. Thank you, Ostia Craig. Appreciate that. MGN. I don't know what MGN is, man. Mugen Finance. Never heard of this before. Yeah, I don't know anything about this project. Another DeFi project. Not sure what to say about it. Never heard of it. Spacetime Jim asking about Optimism OP. Spacetime Jim, I appreciate your patience, and asking politely as well. Now, my opinion about OP. Would I buy it? I would rather buy something like Rose. In fact, I did buy something like Rose instead of OP, right? So that's what I'm doing personally. Now, I know you said in the beginning of the stream you bought a big bag of OP here on this dip, and you bought a dip. That's good, right? You didn't buy it up here at over $3. You got it down here below $2.50. So good on you for having the patience to wait for a dip and not FOMO in at the top. Logical place to buy the dip over here. Right? Previous resistance becomes new support. So nice job. Now, my thoughts on it, it's at all-time high prices, and it should continue to charge further and get new all-time highs. How high it can go, I can't really say for sure. Maybe it can match with Matic network, but you have to understand that there's going to be other coins, direct competition, like Arbitrum and Starkware and ZK Sync, and they're all going to have a token. So a lot of attention is going to fade from OP, but it's still going to do well, I think, in my opinion. Now, Matic is a side chain, not necessarily a layer 2 for Ethereum, but it's the highest market cap that we can kind of compare OP to. And that's an $11.5 billion market cap. That would be a 21x for OP. And that would put the price at $53. Even if it just got half of that, which I think is possible in a bull market, a true bull market, it can get to 4 to 5 billion. So you're looking at around a 7x to a 9x. I would say $18 to $25 is a reasonable price prediction for like peak bull market. But you will have to be patient and wait for that. But in the meantime, I would focus on some of the future blue chips that I like. This is me personally talking. This is not financial advice, just sharing with you what I'm doing. But yeah, coins like Oasis, Rose, HBAR too. HBAR is super solid. These are the ones that I would rather be paying attention to. Speaking about HBAR, we'll take a look at it right now. So on the daily price chart over here, it has just kind of exploded out of the bottom from 3.6 cents. Now, I put in my Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. My last HBAR buy was over here at 3.9 cents. Right, that was the last time I bought HBAR. Basically caught the bottom again. So I put that in the Discord. Another reason why you should be in the Discord, right? There's so much value in there. You're kind of missing out. So just wait until that sale if you want to get in. But yeah, HBAR on an absolute tear. And HBAR NFTs too. If you guys don't have a dead pixel, you're going to really regret not having a dead pixel in the future. I told Crypto Empire in the Discord, 5-6 months ago, I'm buying. I have one right now. I need to buy more. But yeah, Dead Pixels, the NFT collection. I got the Mike Tyson or the Mr. T one. It's not on this computer, so I can't show you. But yeah, HBAR is going to be huge. It's going to be really big. Maybe we do pull back down to 7.5 cents again. That would be ideal, but you know, this Saturday candle, it just exploded on a Saturday. Let me see this. Yeah, it is showing signs of weakness here. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily just FOMO into HBAR right now. We could have another situation like 1 inch where it's showing that daily bearish divergence, but it doesn't fully break down, but it does give a nice little pullback. Okay, you know, this pullback on HBAR, if we look at this chart, I'm going to get rid of some of these lines and just kind of clean it up. There's too much going on. So if we look at this HBAR chart, this pullback from high to low was a 23% pullback. Okay, that's pretty good. And this one right now is like 10% on the daily. If we look at this, this is a 10% pullback right there. So yeah, I would say if you can get it underneath 7.5 cents, that's going to be really good for HBAR. Adrian Kent asking about Woo. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. So Woo over here on the daily pumped all the way up to 30 cents, but couldn't hold it. This was right. This is when you see this. Let's talk about this for a second. When you see a wick like this, what do you guys think? So, you know, I've been trading for a while now. I kind of understand how the markets work. I'm a student of the game, so I'm always learning. But I also understand how markets work. And I'm going to explain what I see here when I see a wick like this. So a lot of people say that, you know, the market makers are hunting their stops. And, you know, they see where the stops are in the exchange and they hunt after them. And that is true to a certain extent. But it's also true in the fact that there's now been thousands, if not millions, of articles and guides and tutorials on, you know, how to trade and technical analysis. And they all say the same things about stop loss. You know, put your stop loss above the structure level. You know, put your stop loss just above the high or the low. And then this way, you know, you have your stop loss in place. Well, the market makers are very aware that every retail trader thinks the same exact thing when it comes to the stop loss. So they're aware that if anybody was short on Woo, all the short stop losses would have been right above this high. Okay, so all this wick was just a little liquidity sweep. It's not necessarily the fact that, like, oh, they see your stop loss for your shorts in the exchange. All they need to do is just look at the chart and say, where are the retail traders putting their stop losses if they're short? Right above this high. So what do? They run it up, they clear it, and they bring it back down. All right, so if you understand that's how the market makers think, you can start to trade like a market maker. All right, and you won't get sucked into these traps. Of course, it's easier said than done, but that's what I see when I see a nice long wick up like this. All right, that's what that is. Now, if we look at Woo here, it's inside the Monday price range. And it's swept. Another thing, right? Retail traders, they all put their stops underneath the Monday low or right at the Monday low. Well, what happens? The price goes just below the Monday low. Another example of just being prepared for the level sweeps and understanding that, you know, if people have their stop losses here, it's usually a good time to buy, or in this case, people have their stop losses here, it's usually a good time to sell. But Woo looking pretty strong here. And an obvious uptrend, another one where it broke out of that long time trend line resistance from earlier in 2022. It's been on an absolute tear. Now it just needs to clear the range high, which is at 27.7 cents. I don't think it's just going to do a major big pullback, but for some odd reason, if it wants to come back down to these lows in May at 17 cents, So if you want to really buy this lower, I would just put bids down here and wait and sit on your hands. But most likely it's just going to like chop around and do kind of this. Let's see if I can get a bars pattern here. Get some fractals on. Let's see if I can find the bars pattern for my fractals. Here we go, bars pattern. So yeah, might do something like this, where it just kind of chops around, goes sideways, and then we want to see it do something like this, where it explodes out. Okay, so that's probably this is what I see happening for Woo here. More choppy kind of consolidation. It's a trader's market right now. We're not in easy mode at the moment. Easy mode is like this, where it just goes straight up and all you need to do is long. A trader's market is where you understand it's going to be choppy and you basically look to short, the range highs and long the range lows and catch the in-between moves before the next actual breakout starts. But this is what I'm seeing on Woo. Definitely more continuation. And 33 cents is going to be a target, and 42 cents will also be a target. And 53 cents will also be a target here. But yeah, this thing easily $1 plus in the future. So Woo looks good. And then VRA, let's take a look at VRA2. After we look at VRA, I'm going to kind of take the lead over here for the coins we look at. Yeah, VRA on a tear. I mean, what more needs to be said? 0.002 all the way up to a penny, 5x, not bad. And VRA on its way up, the biggest pullback it had was over here, and this was 30%. This one from high to low was 26%. But, don't get too happy that this is just going to rip up. It might. But, look what happened over here. This was like a 2-week consolidation. So this is a parabola. We can put a parabola on the chart. Not bad. I want this one. Put something like this on the chart. Like so. So this thing is in a parabola on the daily chart. So here's the thing. If it starts to break, then it's going to consolidate further. But notice where it is. It's really bunched up against that parabola. So maybe it's ready to just kind of skyrocket up. Could be. I know VRA is getting a lot of attention right now, so maybe it just goes ahead and does that. But yeah, this thing has so much upside. The all-time high is up here at 8.7 cents. So yeah, a lot of upside to go. 8x to the all-time high. But I would still try to, because every penny counts. You want to get it under a penny. All right, as far you can get it under a penny as possible, the better. I would say 0.0089 is the first level that I would look to buy it if I wanted to get into VRA at this point. Top 10. What's happening in top 10? How are you? Just checking in the comments section. I believe this will be the next BNB. What is it? Woo? Or you think Woo is the next BNB? I don't know about that. BNB is BNB. Any focus on Pocket, or any opinion on Pocket Network? His focus is to replete Infura. Poke T. Yeah, I've seen this getting pumped up a lot on Twitter and stuff. I know some people are buying it up. I don't have any opinion on it. I haven't really done enough research into it, but from the general consensus of the people that are into it. It seems like a very promising, solid project. So, yeah. Charles Jordan, are Litecoin and Rose your winners for 2023? Litecoin's just a narrative trade because of the halving, and it's up a little bit from that entry. And Rose more so for the next bull run in 2024, 2025. It's going to be a real blue chip. But yeah, Litecoin, it's a trade based off of the halving. So right now the ZKs are all hot. The ZK roll-ups. And just take a look at a few of the ZKs real quick. We got MINA. MINA on the daily. Pumped up on Friday and Saturday. Pulling back. Don't overcomplicate it. Put your bids right here at 95, 96. And if it doesn't get there, well, then let it go. But yeah, MINA. Another one where it's just kind of starting to break out from the prolonged bear market levels. Right now it's at where it was in May of 2022. So, this was the start of the crypto contagion. It's right there. So it's not too late for this thing. All-time high of MINA. All-time high of MINA is $9. So we still got a 9x. Another major ZK roll-up coin, of course, is Loopring LRC. Let's take a look at Loopring over here. Loopring, pretty much an identical chart to MINA. And remember, with these narrative plays, this is just capital rotating from the previous narrative to the current narrative. The current narrative right now is the ZK roll-up coins, which is why I'm sharing this with you. But yeah, this looks identical to MINA over here, this fractal, right? Dump, pump. Good news about LRC Loopring is that it really just cleared the November highs where the FTX collapse happened. Right, it just cleared that now. It's up handsomely from the bottom, over 2x. But you have this supply zone, and again, this is the May 2022 level, this red supply zone. But once you clear that, you got room to go. You got a lot of upside here in Loopring LRC. $65 and then 88, and then you're at $1 again. So yeah, Loopring is looking pretty good over here. Pretty good, pretty good. 40 cents, 39 cents would be optimal if you want to get in now, but even on the lower time frames on this 4 hour, this is bull flagging. I mean, we'll see how CPI comes in, but if CPI comes in lower than expected, we're just going to rip. We're going to rip hard and everything's going to pump. I don't really trust these Sunday pumps, the Sunday chart patterns, right? A bull flag on a Sunday, really easy to bait in a bunch of retail traders and get them to all go long before you rug them. So I'd be a little bit careful about entering on this bull flag, but regardless, if you can get this thing around 40 cents, that would be super good. Moving on, Dusk. Everybody's into Dusk now. I would go with Loopring if I was going to play the ZK narrative, by the way. Dusk, another one that's pumping, ZK narrative related. This one has a super low market cap. MINA and Loopring are all top 100. But Dusk over here, 287, $100 million market cap. Wow. Interesting. 100 million puts it at rank 287. Now this chart, start on the weekly and then work our way out. So, this is crypto, guys. This is how it works. This is how it works, folks. We go down for 350 days for a full year. We go down 93%. And then after we bottom in in 7 weeks, less than 2 months, we recoup half of those losses. So your timing needs to be on point if you want to make money in crypto, right? Your timing does need to be on point. How should your timing be on point? Well, you should ingrain one quote in your mind, and that is to be greedy when others are fearful. Because down here, when this thing was 8 cents, everybody was scared, everybody was fearful. Now everybody's greedy up here when it's 24 cents. But anyways, be greedy when others are fearful. If there's one rule to live by when it comes to the financial markets, that is it. As well as just follow the trend too, and don't try to fade the trend. But yeah, this is kind of like the stronger one in terms of all the ZKs. It's getting up to some... It already hit this level. It already hit this wick. But who's to say that it doesn't make its way back up to around $1 here? It's certainly possible. But I would not be buying it right now. I would at least just wait for a retest of the breakout level over here at around 17, 18 cents on Dusk. But those are 3 ZK coins. If you want to participate in the current narrative, I would go with Loop Ring LRC personally for that narrative. And again, ideally on Loop Ring, you can get it kind of underneath 40 cents. And then ride it up to 65.88, and then $1. Those are your target levels. Smash up that like button, guys, if you guys are enjoying the live stream so far. Let's take a look at RUNE for Andrea. So I know RUNE, I wouldn't buy this. There's too much other good stuff out there. RUNE kind of got wrecked when FTX collapsed. I don't know the full story behind that. But, it hasn't really it's lagging. It's lagging very, very hard compared to the coins that are actually moving. This was the November high over here at, 12, 15 cents. Right now, this thing is 8 cents. This is a weekly chart. No, this is a daily chart here. It's definitely lagging behind. Maybe some hidden bullish div, but... Yeah, RUNE, weak. It's super weak. It's sitting on it's holding structure, which is good. Okay, RUNE is holding structure right now. It's holding this support, right? This resistance support. It's holding this. Even on this sell-off, it held this level. What you don't want to see on RUNE is for it to come back underneath this support level at 8 cents. All right, that would show extreme weakness, and then you should probably just get the heck out of it if you're holding any RUNE. But the fact that it's holding 8 is a good sign. And it needs to start taking out some of these highs and making higher highs, or it's just going to stay a laggard forever. But, all these yellow lines would be your profit targets. And down here, it's holding support at 8. So that's encouraging to see. Is RUNE dead? No, RUNE is not dead. CRO8 saying good morning, Connor, from the Gold Coast in Australia. Good morning, CRO. How are you, my friend? All the way in the Goldie. All right, now Thorchain RUNE crushing me over here. Not really though, because it came down to the buy levels outlined. So, yeah, it came right to our outlined kind of levels. Lower. Let's sneeze 1 second. All right, it went away. So the reason I say that RUNE is not dead is because it already broke this trend line going back to May 2022. It broke out above that, and it's just, look what it did over here. First of all, it bottomed out in November at $1. Now it's up 72% from that bottom. But it pumps, and then it goes sideways for a while, right? This is what happened the last time. Now this is obviously a prolonged version of this, but then it exploded out. So notice how, yeah, this thing, this is just chop. This is pure chop. You know, very hard to read, but you just kind of want to look, and it just, this was bullish. This was a daily swing failure pattern over here. You know, where it cleared this wick, closed above it. Now it's looking to push out. So the worst might be in right now for RUNE. Hit the outline buy levels. And yeah, a lot of upside here. A lot of upside up to around $3 is where I'm looking. Nurala Muhammad saying hi from Ireland. How are you? Victor Pena. What about Kadena and Link now? Kadena, if we look at it. So again, I get asked about Kadena all the time. And I don't own any Kadena. I would rather own, you know, things like Oasis Rose. Stuff like that. $1.11. Got wrecked in the current sell-off this past week. Right to support, right to the yellow line at $1. Held it, which is good. Yeah, you want to see this thing start to take off. You need this thing to start performing. Right, also bounced right from that trend line. So Kadena at support. A little above it now, but yeah, it's following what Bitcoin and ETH do. It has not started to pump hard yet, and I'm not sure when it will. It most likely will again, but I'm not waiting for it. Now Link. Link's still in its big range. I'll never forget my Link long. I longed Link at $5.46, and I closed it around here at like $5.90. I made money, but I literally longed the bottom over here in late December. I longed at $5.46. So, whatever. But, yeah, still in the range over here. Top of the range up here around $9, $10. $9 really. So, yeah, this is, if we're going to draw some lines, we can call this a triangle. Let's say it's going to break this triangle to the upside higher. You can take like a flagpole and this first leg around up here. General move to look for up to 845 on Link from here if we do get a breakout from these prices. That's a 20% move. That looks very plausible. Yeah, but still, you know, I'll zoom this out to a weekly chart. This is a weekly. Okay, it broke the weekly downtrend line, and it's just been going sideways after it broke that downtrend line. Has not even broken the range high yet at $8.75, $9. Once it does, it's going to start running back up. So still a good time to get into Link. Not too late. CRO8 says, please, Connor, can you look at OAS? I've never heard of OAS, CRO. Oasis. Oi, 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 as the Aussies would say. Anybody who watched UFC last night, that was a riot. I actually lived in Australia for like 10 months, so it's brought back some memories when I heard that chant. I don't know what this project is. I have no idea what Oasis is. It's a gaming project, cool. Oasis Games. Blockchain for games. fun for gamers, reliable for developers. Okay, it's a blockchain for games. Astar network that's on Polkadot. It has a parachain slot already. CRO bringing the alpha today. I need to look at this on my own time. Check their Twitter account. Interesting. And it's on the big exchanges, which is good. Wow. So, looks like it launched in December. It launched at 1 cent. Now it's 8 cents. Yeah, it launched at a penny. Okay. Let's go to a 12-hour chart here. So pretty clear, you know, what's happening on this chart. Ascending pennant, wedging. You know, this is your horizontal resistance area. This is your trendline support. And it is gearing up for a breakout essentially. Now, if it does pull back, which there's a chance it does, the pullback level you want to look for is right here at 6.7 cents. This is the pullback level to buy. If you guys are wondering, are my pullback levels reliable? Yes, they are. They're very reliable. Ask anybody in my Discord. One example I'll give you is on Zyber swap. So well ahead of time, when the Zyber swap price was up here, when it was up here around $7.50, you know, $6, $8, I posted in my Discord, the level to buy on a pullback is this line right here, just below $4. Look what happened. Price literally came to my level exactly, took off from there. Many of my members took that trade, and they're up 100%, right? Because it went from $3.80 up to $9. Okay, it went up 130%. So, you know, that's just how we do things. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to buy OAS, the pullback level to look for is 6.7 cents. It's right there. You know, maybe it just does explosively break out from this. But if it does give you the pullback and it breaks down, that's it. It could go lower, but who knows? What do I think about Step Up? Never really heard of Step Up. I assume it's a move to earn crypto project. That will come back. I'm confident in saying that trend will come back, but right now that trend is dead. So, yeah. Jazzy saying, "Was good, legend? How's Sama looking?" Let's look at Sama. Sama's getting smoked. People are selling Sama. This is really weak, actually, what's happening here. So the listing price was over here at 3 cents, and you know it's trading below that, or no, it's trading right at that. Okay, so what we really don't want to see is, you know, daily candles, 12-hour candles starting to close underneath 3 cents where it was listed at. That's a really bad sign. So it needs to kind of recover quickly, but all hope is not lost. I've seen this a million times. Not a million times, but I've seen this a lot. This is a deviation. There's a good chance that this is going to be a deviation if the project isn't a total bust, which I don't think it is. I think Sama has a very promising future, right? A gaming layer 1 blockchain. So yeah, deviation essentially deviated the support level at 3.2 cents, chilling out underneath it. Basically, all you want to see is it to reclaim this and start to run. A basic deviation. So that's what I am seeing because I have a bullish outlook. But you know, this could trap a lot of bears, or this is going to make a lot of people sell. A lot of people are probably selling here, thinking, oh, this thing is done. It's never going to do anything. But remember, if there's one quote that you should ingrain in your memory when it comes to the financial markets, be greedy when others are fearful. This chart just screams fear to me. People have given up. People are selling it to chase other pumps. And if they're fearful, you know what you got to be. I'm not even going to say it. You can use your own brain to figure that one out, because I know I have a educated audience over here at Crypto Empire. Rigoberto says, Connor, do you know of Serenity Shield, or are they going to have another private sale before going public? I have no idea. I have no idea, Rigoberto. I've never heard of Serenity Shield. Why FTM so volatile? Not sure. We got JP Taze saying, what's up? He's new to the channel. What's up, JP Taze, my man? How are you? Alright, I got so many requests to look at charts. A lot of requests here. Mike B says, you sold the Zyber when it was 107. So the original Zyber call, it was lower than that, Mike B. Just going to use our search feature over here. Yeah, we'll just search. The original Zyber call was under $1. It's kind of lost in my Discord right now. Let's see if I can find it. But yeah, I mean, I first called out Zyber 72 cents. Right, this was my entry. Okay, so again, get in my Discord. You could be catching these 10x's. If you listen to my video when I first spoke about it, it went to 25 cents after that. So yeah. Victor says, you were right with Moon Sama with the condition they are continuing to build and develop the project. Exactly, Victor, you know, man. Right? Be greedy when others are fearful. People are giving up here. It's deviation. Labradoodle Trust Wallet token, TWT. So on the 12-hour here, nice pullback from the sell-off. Yeah, it's okay. Nice pump, big sell-off. I got airdropped the Trust Wallet token back in 2021. Sold it at like 80 cents or something. Haven't looked at it since, don't really care. But for all the fiends that want to trade Trust Wallet token, I mean, it's been performing very well from the whole entire bear market. It's been in an uptrend. So you can't discount the strength of this thing. Okay, look, this is a buy. This is a strong buy. Reason I say it's a strong buy is because if we look at this multi-year resistance level, all throughout 2021 and 2022, it was getting rejected off of 138, broke out, got as high as 260, then it sold off right back to that same previous resistance, now support. So yeah, that's a good sign, very good sign. This wick again, you know, what I was talking about. Everybody that longed Trust Wallet token after this flush out, you know, where do you think everybody put their stop loss if they got long here or here or here? Where do you think they all put their stop loss? They all put it right underneath this wick. Okay, so it's not even just, you know, you're getting hunted. It's just the fact that all you need to do is look at the chart and just know that, you know, that's going to be an area that gets tested. Price has memory. So nice clear out, nice flush out, and now it's doing good. So that looks encouraging and promising. Yeah, it's bullish. It's a bullish chart. Looks good. We're going to look at a few gaming coins, then I'm going to wrap it up. We'll look at Gala. Gala still 4.5 cents, so this thing got crushed to 1.5, but it got hacked over here. It got hacked over here. It's sitting, it's just like Trust Wallet token right now, okay? So over here where price is at 4.5 cents, you know, this was its major support level, broke through, and then got rejected from here in 2022 when FTX crashed. Now it breaks out above it. Now it's using it again as support. So Gala here looks good. Bullish chart. A lot of upside here on Gala. A lot to go. All-time high is 84 cents. So yeah, almost a 15-20x to those prices. Let's check up on some of the ones I've been talking about on the channel. First of all, WASDR. WASDR right now, market cap $8.5 million. So still not really doing too much over here on WASDR. Again, as close to 2 cents as possible is where you want to buy it. Hasn't moved really yet. Another one, WAGMI. Also hasn't moved yet. This looks ready to rip though. This is a massive, you know, multi-month accumulation range. Compete did start to move. Shout out to Michael DJ Manor. Always watches the live streams, but he's actually the one that brought Compete to my attention because he asked me about it like 3 weeks in a row, and I decided to actually, you know, really look into it. I was like, wow, this thing is actually very solid. So that's why I included it in my video with the top 5 gaming coins to buy, and did get rejected. So you have to understand, this thing's a very new coin. It launched in March of 2022 at 0.0004. So it's about to be 100x from the launch price. That's crazy. When it gets to 4 cents, 4.5 cents, it's going to be 100x from the launch price. Right now it's like 40, 50x. So yeah, it looks good. Again, 1.9 is pretty good. If you can get it around 1.7, 1.6, that would be even better. Now, I didn't include this one in my video, but I would encourage you to do your own research into Citus. Okay, it's up 20% today. This is a super solid metaverse. Super solid. Yeah, I wish it didn't pump today, but it did pump. But anyways, if you look at this, they actually had 2 tokens. So right now, the all-time high of this thing was 19 cents. And right now it's 0.002. So kind of too late to get that 100x back to the all-time high, but it could break that all-time high for sure. But this is just starting to move now. Citus, super solid metaverse. Do your own research. I should make a video about it. And then there's also the Senate token. And this thing also ripped. This thing is up 82% today. So it looks like Sidus is waking up. This is very good news. You know, the metaverse coins, the super low caps, this market cap is 4.75 million, and Sidus market cap is 9.6 million. So super small, and these are both with that metaverse. So yeah, these are the coins that you should be paying attention to if you want to catch the metaverse Web3 gaming boom. And yeah, should be a very bright future for them. What more needs to be said? John Thomas is good entry. Someone else's stop. You nailed it. You nailed it. Peace out, CRO. Have a good day, man. And we'll look at Katana Inu as well before we go ahead and end the stream. See if Kata is pumping. Okay, it's up 16% today. Fat wick, though. Yeah, Kata, this is a consolidation too, and it probably will break out hard from this consolidation. Kata market cap underneath 5 million, that's good. I would recommend if you want to buy it, get it underneath a $5 million market cap. This way, if it does end up going to 500 million, you get 100x. So yeah, that's Kata. Again, good project. Gaming boom will be huge. But anyways, guys, I hope that you did enjoy this live stream. It's time for me to go. This is Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody was asking me earlier, who do I have in the Super Bowl? Look, I don't care about football. I think football is the biggest waste of time. I find it so boring. I think it's just stupid. But if I had to pick a team, I would pick the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. But again, I could care less. Anyways, I hope that everybody enjoyed this live stream. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up right now. Again, we got a nice Valentine's Day special / Connor birthday special for the Discord. It will only be the yearly. Again, lifetime will never be discounted. The price will only go up for that. So check out the Discord on my website. If you guys are into crypto trading, start trading on Bitget today. If you use my affiliate link in the description down below, I greatly appreciate your support. It does go right back to the channel. Allow me to make better content, so I appreciate that. But this is time for me to go, guys. Have a great Super Bowl Sunday. If you're over there in Australia, like our guy CR08, have a great Monday. But I'll see you on the next video. Another week. What more needs to be said? This is what we do here at Crypto Empire. This is where we dominate the market, and we will continue to do so in a dominating